to your September love reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe, guys. Let's go and see what's going on with you in love this beautiful September. We've got Mercury finally went direct. Thank God. No, our communication won't be all screwed up. We can actually use our throat chakras the right way without feeling like we don't want to mess anything up by speaking too much. Venus is direct, been direct since the 2nd or the 3rd of September, so that's beautiful as well. So that's great. Now, of course, we have Jupiter in retrograde, but that's okay because it can bring in a lot of luck and a lot of abundance while it's actually in retrograde. So that's always a good thing. Time will tell on that one, right? So let's see what's going on over here. Best message, please, for the beautiful Libra. Keeping it balanced, keeping it balanced. We have the Emperor coming out. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So remember, guys, unless, you know, it could be your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, right? So if you have any of those placements, this is a great reading for you or someone that you're dealing with. Okay? For the cross watchers. Cross watchers, thank you for being here. Everyone is welcome. This is you saying, I am in respect mode. I'm feeling like the Emperor. You could be the father figure, or you could feel like, you know, you're the one that's in control of the situation. Whether you're a mother or a father, it doesn't matter. It just means this is where I'm going. This is the divine masculine over here, just saying I'm using more masculinity at this time. Like I said, whether you're, you know, male or female, it doesn't matter. This is definitely saying I'm in control of the situation as I'm sitting over here in my throne. So you know where your power is. So a lot of respect and a lot of leadership going on around you. So you might have a lot of responsibilities. The Emperor has a lot of responsibilities. So you might feel like, you know what, here it comes. So you do have the Knight of Wands coming through. So there's a lot of passion in this situation. So you feel like, you know what, in this relationship, I have a lot on my plate, plus at work. So I feel like it's 2 in 1, right? Emperor, like I said, takes on a lot. So trying one more time. I was a little indecisive about the situation. I want to try this one more time, but I'm kind of also avoiding the situation because I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work. So I feel like there is kind of this feeling within you where you want to give out the passions, you want to give out the wands, but you're not sure how they're going to be, you know, reciprocating them. Are they going to reciprocate it? Are they going to allow it? So you're kind of feeling like you're aimlessly drifting in some ways this month. But you do have a beautiful judgment call coming in where you're having this rebirth. You're also having kind of this reckoning and awakening. There could have been some forgiveness that, you know what, I just wanted you to forgive me. I wanted to forgive you. I just wanted all to be forgiven so that we can try one more time. And this is card also of second chances. And this is the card of trying one more time. So you could have felt like there was a second chance, or you had already given a second chance. Ooh. I'd like to see what the second, I don't know. For some reason now I'm starting to feel like you already gave them a second chance. You wanted to try, oh, I see it. Oh, Libra, I get it. Okay, let me see what your person is thinking over here. I get it. I see exactly what you're saying. That's why you're being so strong with the Emperor. It's not only that you have a lot on your plate. I see exactly what's going on. It's more like, how many chances am I going to give you? Ah, yes, I heard it. Spirit guide said, no. So hold on a second. Let's see what's going on over here with you. Yeah, you're patiently waiting on a situation because you have 10 of Swords. How's your person feeling about you at the bottom? Hold on. Oh, they feel like there's some unfairness to this situation. They feel like everything that they're doing, they feel like they're overcommitted and overwhelmed to doing within this relationship. Okay. So with the Ace of Swords, are literally coming to the understanding and having the breakthrough of the new conflicts that are coming up within this situation. It's almost like every time we try to get this done, there's a new conflict that comes up, Libra, right? And you see this with the Justice. They do not feel like this relationship with you, Libra, the Justice card, is is fair. Just literally, they feel like the things that you kind of do are unfair. They also kind of feel like you don't give them lack of accountability, and that could be because you're the emperor, because you're kind of doing everything, and you might even feel like, you know what, because they don't do everything. They don't do it like anything. If I'm an emperor mode, that means I have so much on my plate. Where are you contributing? Where's your contribution? Excuse me. That's what it is. Yes, you feel like this person is disorganized. They're all over the place. They're overwhelmed. They're overcommitted to whatever they're doing, but they're not helping wherever they're supposed to be helping. So that's why they're saying, but you're being unfair to me. I have other things to do, and you're saying, no. You're saying no. Why do I feel like they make up things to do? Or they only want to do what they want to do? Well, I go to work and I do this, so I shouldn't have to do that. Huh? So then I have to play 12 hats over here. So I just feel like you're wearing many hats and they're trying to wear one hat, and it's not very balanced within this situation. Something is going on. If you know that's not exactly it, then you guys know your own story. But there is definitely something over here that says, we worked it out. We had it one more time. I gave you a second chance. How many chances do you want me to give you? That's it. And they're saying, but I think you're being unfair about this situation, Libra. Right? Because I'm kind of overcommitted to what I'm doing, which is not getting them balanced at all. And they're becoming very overwhelmed. And you're saying, BS, I wear many hats. What are you doing? So now it just feels like now you are going to, whoa, you may have a choice between love. And they're worth the wait. There's a lot to do with balance in this reading, which is crazy. It's a Libra reading. Who would have known, right? It's actually a good thing, though, guys. Seriously, it really is. It's really a good thing, though, for you, because you really need that balance. Me being a Libra moon, I know all about that balance, and my Taurus throws me off the balance a lot. So, because Taurus has a way of being kind of wishy-washy back and forth at times. So I do feel that pull of that Libra a lot, actually, to try to get myself balanced. Yeah, there's something over here too that you might feel like this person is dishonest. You find them dishonest, like maybe they say they're doing this and they're doing that, but you know that they're not. You see what I'm saying? So like some dishonesty about the situation, not being completely truthful about why they're overwhelmed, or I don't know, it could be just playing victim when you ask them to do something like that. I don't know, take that how it resonates. But it does feel like you guys had gone through a place of forgiveness and kind of a redemption and mercy to each other, and then it was almost like to the point where it's like, we were going to try one more time, but we're kind of aimlessly drifting in this relationship, so we're kind of avoiding each other at this time. But we haven't really given it up yet because of fear of loss, right? You or them as this fear of loss. But then you have this like new love that's coming in. Definitely a new love coming in, a new union, a new partnership. This is going to give you a choice of whether or not you're going to keep this person, who could be another air sign or a Capricorn, or have that in their chart. This relationship looks like it's something that it has a purpose. It has more meaning to the situation, right? But it does feel like there's going to have, that's kind of like the fear of loss, like, but am I going to take this painful ending and this, and this loss of this person over here who I just cannot really work things out with? I mean, how many times are we going to have a second chance, trying one more. So let's get some cards over here and see what's going on over here. I'm going to the Knight of Wands. I do feel like that was in the past, but I think you guys are trying to make it one more time, but you're just kind of sitting on your throne over here, Libra, going, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work. Yeah, it's almost like every time that I bring in this passionate impulsiveness towards you and having this inspired action towards this person, We're just going to call your person, could be Gemini. For now, we'll just say that. But it's almost like you do that, all of a sudden disagreements happen. They're not on the same page with you. It's like all of a sudden this strife comes in. This tension comes in. So it's almost like to the point where, why am I even going to give you all this passion and all this attention, right? Using this Leo card over here, could even be dealing with a Leo. If you're just going to cause this tension. Yeah, trying one more time. I make a new beginning with you. I come in passionate, and then all of a sudden you want to cause tension in our new beginning. It's like we forgave each other. We went to mercy with each other. We said, okay, there is love. However it is, we wipe the slate clean, and then it just starts right back over. It's like a never-ending trench and cycle. With the judgment over here, yeah. Somebody keeps themselves in some kind of negative thought pattern that causes a lot of tension and a lot of strife. It's almost like as soon as we forgive, you want to bring this crap up again. So where they're saying there's forgiveness, and you know what, let's not do this anymore, let's not fight, let's not argue, let's not worry about what caused that, those problems before, let's just clean the slate, love each other, try again. They want to actually bring that shit up. So that's actually guilt. Trying to make you feel guilty for something that happened. Why are they even bringing that back up again? Why are they holding a grudge? So you can say, my person is holding a grudge. As soon as they don't like something, they, instead of forgiving and forgetting, and just doing whatever we need to do to get past that, because it was just petty anyways, they have to bring it up. So they're opening up wounds. That's not forgiving, and that's not unconditional love, and that's not, that's not going to help the situation. So there is a piece within you, I do feel, Libra over here, where you just feel like you're getting to the point where you're just going to accept your freedom from this person. You're like almost to the point where or you already are, to where you're just like, whatever, freaking done. You just keep doing the same thing over and over again. It's like that. It just keeps going. But I want to see if this new love is coming in, because you do have new love over here. It's either a choice to love yourself and free yourself and take that acceptance, or you have a new love coming in. So let's see what we have over here. We have the 10 of Cups. This is the divine love that is coming in. For a lot of you, this is definitely, I'm actually going to get some love cards over here, because it does look like you're calling in a soulmate, something of this nature. You may have been calling in a soulmate for a long time, which is kind of crazy, because I think that we have had that calling in a soulmate before in this, in your reading, and you're still waiting, right, for this soulmate to get in. It doesn't always, it's in the energy, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen exactly when I make the video, guys, right? But there's this like deep love, right? And it's like, do I love myself enough to pull away from the situation, right? No matter what, it's this love, it's this being true to myself. For the Ace of Cups, yeah. And like I said, a lot of you do have a love coming in, a new proposal, a new soulmate connection coming in. With the Temperance over here. Oh, just realized, crap, I don't have my cards out here. My son was using them earlier. I don't have them on the table. Oh, dang. Anyways, we can see that anyways, but we know that that's what it is, because if you have the Ace of Cups, it's already showing love coming through, so. Over here, it's talking about this balance and needing to be sensible about the situation, really finding the purpose within this situation. And this is divine timing of waiting for this new soulmate. I'm seeing the Two of Cups that she's holding, and it's almost like right now the divine is like filling the cups for two soulmates to come together as you're waiting. Yeah. But there's some moodiness going on right now. There could be even some overactive imagination going on within your person, and a little jealousy. However it is, there does seem to, I don't know, why is your person, they're daydreaming a lot. But there are some choices going on within your life over here. For some of you, they're really daydreaming, and they're really in their mind and being jealous. They may think that you have another person, or maybe you do have another person. Maybe this person's already shown up. and they know this, I don't know what's going on. You're going to have to make that for yourself, because I'm not sure, but there's a lot of disappointment and moodiness. I do see some jealousy going on with the Empress over here. So for some of you, you do have a choice in love that's already shown its face, right? And you're looking at this, at this relationship here, and you're looking at the Empress, and you're saying, you know what? Taking action with the Empress, and they may already, like I said, they may already see these text messages. They may already see that you're moving away from them. You may be saying goodbye to them, however it is. And it could be within the next 2-3 weeks, next 2-3 days after this video. Could have been 2 or 3 weeks before, however, guys, right? But it's definitely showing its face here that however it is, it does look like this nurturing Empress is coming in. And if you're holding on to this person, you definitely will, it's going to cause some overreaction and some triggers to the person that you're dealing with. Could be a water sign that you're dealing with. However it is. The new person coming in could be a Taurus. They may see that other people are looking at you, because the Empress is also yourself, Taurus, Libra. So they could also notice that people are writing you, texting you, looking at you while in public, however it is, and they're going, why are you looking at my man, or why are you looking at my woman, type of scenario. I don't know, but you're getting your 9 of Cups. But there is a lot of, once again, forgiveness and releasing pain. It's almost like you're saying, oh, you know what, I just forgive you about the whole situation. I don't want to deal with this anymore. You gave me 10 of Swords. I'm done. This is for some of you, not all of you. Right? Seeking personal closure, delays. For some of you, you're going to seek a personal closure by telling them goodbye, and others of you, there is going to be no closure. It just feels like it's going to be incomplete, and you're just going to be like, I disappeared. I blocked you. Your person over here, or you already did so. This person over here says they're doing it all. Okay. Air resonates. They're carrying the burdens. You're not carrying the burdens, Libra. They're carrying the burdens. That's why they feel that this is unfair. There's delay. Yep, there's that delay in the messages going on over here. The holding back, the waiting. They could even be in panic mode, because, like I said, for some of you, you sought no closure. You just made it incomplete and you bailed. And if you did do that, or you're getting ready to do that, it is causing them to have a panic attack. Okay, crosswatchers, if you're doing that to them, they're going to cause Libra to have a panic attack. Okay, in a lot of ways, because of the frustration of them not being able to get their messages through, right? Or you're holding off and not messaging them back, and there's like, right? So over here, they're still living in the past. There it is, holding a grudge. That's it. I'm sorry, guys. That is it. That is the same as here. What I say earlier, guys. There's something going on when they're holding a grudge. They're living in the past. It even says it right here. We have forgiveness, and then I'm living in the past. We have forgiveness, then I'm living in the past. What the hell does this say right here? We have forgiveness, then you're living in the past. Right? Releasing. You need to release the negative thoughts, right? They need to release those, but they're not. They're not. They're holding a grudge inside their mind. They need to release that. They don't want to release that. Same thing. They want to hold all this. And so as soon as these delays come, do not be surprised if they're messaging you. Well, I knew you would do this again. And I knew. Whoa, 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 whoa. See? Here we go. You see what I'm saying? So it's like they're going to hold a grudge against everything. And don't even be surprised if these messages don't come out with, well, remember what you did in June. And remember what you did June 21st. And then June 31st. And then July this, that, June, August. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? So don't even be surprised if you don't get a rundown of how many times you messed this up, right? That you had reconciliation. Thank you. I had to get it off the floor. Don't forget how many times we had reconciliation. Don't forget how many times, we had the desire to want to renew this again. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So they do. They feel like you left them out in the cold. Right? Left them out in the cold. There's lack of planning. Now they see that you're not coming towards them. You're not waiting for their messages. You're not waiting for anything, right? You're not messaging them at all. You're not waiting for anything. So you left them out in the cold, and they know this, and they feel isolated and alone and frustrated because they don't understand where your messages are or why you block them or whatever's going on. Because they do. They know you're, they're over here waiting for their stuff to come in, and they're like, well, they're not. There's a delay. You're not, they'll get that through their head, though, that you're not waiting for them. There's no more, right? Nope. Why? Because you let it go. You let it go. You made it an ending. They're going to find that out there. They're going to find like, oh, okay, so I guess this is ended. Well, obviously, if you block them, right? So they're going to know that that it's all over. It's just going to take them a little bit of while because they have to actually get out of their head. Right? For some of you may have been married and you're going to leave the home. You're leaving the conflict. You're packing your bags. You're leaving. You're saying, I don't care. Maybe you leave in the middle of the night. Maybe you leave when they're at work. However it is. But this is definitely talking about, I'm done. Right? There's too much home conflict. I don't want to be a part of this anymore. And now, for some of them, it looks like they may even be trying to make conflict with other people around you. Trying to be jealous. Trying to be this. So definitely they are going to know that this is pretty much, it's done. Okay. Relationship is done no matter how you want to see it. It's ran its course. Okay. They'll figure that out. But, they are going to spy on you. They are spying on you. Okay. And they are playing victim. And it's sideways. So that's saying, when it's sideways like that, it's kind of like they're overwhelmed within the situation. They're also feeling very exhausted about the situation, and they're trying to persevere as much as they can. But it's also a card of, when it's upside down, of playing victim. Because that's saying, I'm not persevering the way I should persevere. I'm not really looking for that ultimate beginning, and I'm not really the wounded warrior. I'm the wounded warrior of also my own circumstance. Right? So it's like, I am the wounded warrior, but I'm also going to play the blame game and blame it all on Libra and say Libra did this. You see what I'm saying? So there's also going to be a lack of motivation, okay, to where they want to do anything. So they're making it more of a struggle than, because they've been defeated, right? They feel like they've been defeated when you stop talking, okay? So they just need to bring back their strength, and it's going to take a little bit of while to bring back their strength. It's just, too much. So they need to focus and bring their strength back around. But that's not going to bring you back, because there's just not enough. There's just not enough. You're finding them. It could be a Capricorn you're dealing with, but it's just, there's too much jealousy. There's too much conflict. There's too much self-centered. There's too much smothering. There's too much just conflict. Every time I turn around, you're trying to, there's all this conflict. Let's just put it that way. Whatever your guys' story is, everybody's story is different. You know what the problem is, right? I'm not going to go through it 1,000. For some of you, it's secrets upon secrets as well. Okay. So, however, did we get the secret card before? I'm trying to remember if that was this reading or the last reading I did. Let me look at my cards. I did another reading too that was talking about secrets. So I'm just not sure if it was this. We said that earlier. No, I guess it was the last one. Sagittarius. Sagittarius was having problems too. So, I guess it was that one. Trying to look at the cards. No. Okay, it was Sag. So you guys are dealing with Sagittarius. They're having the same problems. They're going to pretty much be able to work it out, though. So, whether or not you guys are working it out or not, that will, it's going to depend. If you're dealing with Sagittarius and you can work this out after a little while, right, then you might be dealing with them, and you can go watch that video. Otherwise, for the majority of you, it looks like it's a closed case, at least for a while. Doesn't mean it won't resolve itself later in life. It's just for now it looks very Not real good right now. Okay, so getting an overall card for you, my friends. And remember, nothing is ever written in stone, okay? It's just a general reading. Take what resonates, take what doesn't resonate, and throw the rest away. Yeah, yeah, you're looking for your deserved reward right now. You're really looking for your Nine of Pentacles. And I do really believe that the person that is coming in for you, Libra, is the Nine of Pentacles. And there it is again, the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles. You know, so time to nurture, be nurtured. And that's what it feels like. You know, you have this Empress coming out that is, yeah, soulmate connection, right? And it's crazy because it says you're going to take the lead no matter what. So you're going to sit in Emperor mode for a while. You're definitely going to be there because it's going to make you feel like you're in the safe zone for now. Because you really want to feel like you're in control of the situation and not allow anything to take over what you're doing, right? You have to be sense of mind, balanced. The Emperor is going to help you stay as balanced as possible as you're taking the lead within your life for the Three of Wands, which we showed the Three of Wands over here is being upside down, saying they're not waiting. They know that you're not waiting for the ships to come in because you're waiting for your own ships to come in. You're waiting for what it is that you need for your life at this time. Okay, so you're looking at other things. You're looking at other things that are not going to challenge you. You're looking for your sun, your happiness, your new cycle for yourself. Things that make you shine. Things that make you feel bright and sunny. Okay, and I'm telling you, you have a new love coming in. So, and yeah, with the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, let's all stop now. And you could have manifested it, okay? Because I do have the Wheel of Fortune and the Manifest coming out with the World. Wow, you guys have the most beautiful cards coming out back to back over here. So if you do know that you did manifest new love, the Wheel of Fortune is open for now. I do feel like a lot of you are getting this Nine of Pentacles to this Empress coming in for you, whether it's male or female. Okay, just remember to keep your clarity of belief with your Ace of Swords, okay? So, wow. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye.